In the dead of night, with rain tapping a lonely rhythm against the window, a writer named Henry was losing a battle against a blinking cursor. His new chapter was empty, just like he felt. His two rescue dogs were a study in contrasts. Marley, a scruffy, wise-eyed mutt, was deep in dreamland, but little Chewie, a bundle of nerves wrapped in chihuahua fur, was trembling with every distant rumble of thunder. Henry scooped up the shaking dog, whispering reassurances. "It's just noise, Chewie. Just big, noisy clouds." He glanced at the peacefully sleeping Marley. "Why can't you be like your brother, huh?" Then a flash of lightning froze the room. And in that split second, Henry saw it, or thought he saw it. A huge, pale shape resting behind Marley. He shook his head, blaming coffee and creative block. But then, a deafening crack boom overhead sent Chewie into a frenzy. Marley woke up, but not with fear. He stood, walked calmly across the room, and laid himself down between the trembling Chewie and the raging storm. A furry, steadfast protector taking his post. Later that night, as the storm murmured on, Henry woke in his armchair, and he saw it again. A silvery shimmer, like heat haze, was rising from Marley. It solidified into the spectral form of a magnificent Great Pyrenees, its coat woven from moonlight and mist. This was the Guardian. Henry's breath caught in his throat. The Guardian turned its massive head towards the still trembling Chewie and exhaled a soft, sparkling breath. The mist settled over the little dog, and instantly his tremors ceased. He sank into a deep, peaceful sleep. Then those ancient amber eyes turned to Henry. It was a gaze that felt like it knew every fear he'd ever had, his fear of the blank page, of failing, of not being enough for these two souls who depended on him. The Guardian gave a slow, approving nod before dissolving back into Marley's ordinary, scruffy form. Henry sat stunned, his heart pounding. He knelt beside Marley, who just thumped his tail. "Who are you, really?" Henry whispered, and in that moment he understood. Marley wasn't just protecting Chewie from the storm. He was protecting him from fear itself. He remembered all the times Marley had shielded Chewie, letting the little dog steal his bed, his toys, his peace. This wasn't just a dog. This was a guardian in disguise. The storm reached its violent peak. Another thunderclap sent Chewie scrambling behind a bookshelf, lost in pure panic. Henry watched, helpless, as Marley walked to the corner, blocking Chewie from hiding further. "Help him, please," Henry pleaded, not even sure who he was talking to. Marley let out a soft whine, a call into the unseen, and the air began to shimmer once more. The Guardian rose, larger and brighter than before. It didn't go to Chewie. Instead, it turned and faced the storm-lashed window, planting its spectral paws in a stance of immovable strength. A visible wave of calm washed through the room. The physical storm still raged, but the terror inside the house subsided. From his hiding spot, Chewie peeked out. His panicked whines quieted. He saw the glowing behemoth standing guard between him and the window, and for the first time, his tiny tail gave a shaky wag. Emboldened, Chewie crept out and curled up against Marley, right into the fading glow of his protector. A voice, not heard with ears, but felt deep in his bones, echoed in Henry's mind. You see, the strength was always here. It just needed a purpose. As dawn broke, the storm was gone. Sunlight streamed into the study. Henry was at his desk, but he wasn't staring at a blank page. He was writing, the words flowing effortlessly. On the screen, it read, Chapter 3, The Guardian. On the floor, in a patch of sun, Marley and Chewie slept in a tangled pile of fur and trust. Henry smiled, a real smile. He sat on the floor beside them, not to comfort, but just to be near their quiet strength. He rested his hand on Marley's side, feeling the steady beat of a guardian's heart. The fear wasn't gone, not for Chewie, and not for him, but it was no longer in charge. It was being guarded. Henry returned to his desk and continued to write, the three of them forming a perfect, protected triangle in the morning light.